Okay, so then it's Khafu's time
Mm.
once more. Right, get your silly names ready.
Mm.
I'm Chip Olata
Ah, I'm
from from
I'm
Good
County
Italian
Mayo.
stock.
yeah. I'm Sergio O'Shaughnessy.
Oh, very good.
I like
Oh,
that.
very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I'm Rudolph Brownbeard.
Rudolph Brown Ear.
No, Brownbeard.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
all right then.
but it's not a beard.
Right. Well, it is, if you see what I mean. It's a yes.
Why is that? I'm grown it.
Anyway, welcome
Mm.
Rudolph and Sergio
Mm.
to so what happened here was Rodney's on his holidays, isn't he?
Mm.
He's
Yes.
somewhere in the Caribbean, I believe. All right, Rodney,
Yep.
go on. And so we drafted in from the subs bench Nicholas, and
Hmm.
because he's normally doesn't get to choose anything, so I
Mm.
thought this would be the perfect opportunity. So I let him, carte blanche. But of
Hmm.
course, I knew exactly what he was going to choose.
Yep.
He fell right into my little trap.
Hmm.
Uh, yes, I mean, predictable or what?
Yes. Yeah. 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 There's
Yeah, but
no surprises here.
but also we want it.
Yeah, exactly. But very
We
much on
we we
brand.
have always wanted this.
We
Okay.
could have actually, I was thinking about actually, we could have got Ladbrokes involved and made
Cleaned
some
up.
money on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think I maybe even floated this a couple of years ago. The very first time I appeared on Ychyfus, and we did the kind of Japan meets China brace of films we talked about then. And at that point, it was already in my head that
I don't
if I
remember
ever
doing
came
that.
back,
Oh,
sorry,
Ninja
Ninja
in the
and the
Deadly
Dragon,
Trap, not Ninja Deadly Trap.
Ninja and the Dragon's Den, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Ninja and Dragons then, and not the sword, the other
Oh,
one.
Duel to the Death.
That's it. Yeah.
Um, do you remember this, Clive? We talked about
I
them.
do remember them, but I don't remember that being the
Yeah, and I think at the time I'd wanted to do Zatoichi meets the One-Armed Swordsman as well, but we, for whatever
Yeah.
reason, Dekai
Well, we
brought.
we still haven't done that.
no.
No.
So there is a bit of mop up to do on Wang Yu. So we've
Mm.
got there's still some one arm shenanigans that we haven't discussed with Wang Yu yet.
Well,
So
if we ever do Zatoichi, I'm 100% would very much like to be invited if I could be.
Oh yeah, because you found another one-arm Wang Yu film, didn't you, Darren? That we didn't know about before. Or we didn't know it was a one-arm film.
yeah,
One
and
where
I've
he's like
forgotten
a
what it is
one-armed
now.
snooker champion, I assume.
That's
Like
it. Yeah,
goes up against Hurricane Higgins.
Steve Davis in the Jaws of Death is
Right.
what that's
Well, you say
called.
you jest, Nick,
Hmm.
but there is actually a Taiwanese snooker themed kung fu film.
Oh, there's not just one snooker
Right, it's a series.
snooker film.
Is that true? Is there?
Yeah, there's well, doesn't God of Gamblers have snooker in it? Or did I
Maybe.
imagine that?
I don't know. That's got everything in. I can't. I
Mm.
lose track of what's in God of Gamblers
Yeah.
across all
But
of
anyway,
it.
snooker is no stranger to
Okay,
Hong
No,
Kong and Taiwanese film.
Mm.
no, no. Anyway,
Um, but yes,
getting
yeah.
back on track. What did you choose, Nick?
So I wanted to look at a couple of kung fu, I guess, themed spaghetti westerns. So I mean, really though, it all kind of begins. If we're going to talk about the East meets West thing, the very first film I think that most people say meets this kind of idea is actually Tony Anthony's The Silent Stranger, which is 68, which has Tony Anthony go to Japan, and it's a spaghetti western, and it's got like a full Chambara cast. Um, have either of you
Well,
guys seen
that
it?
also
No?
follows Red Sun, right?
But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Red Sun follows it. Red Sun comes out two or
67, isn't it, Red Sun?
I think no, hang on, let me Google this here. Red Sun 71.
Is it?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, this is one of the few
Ah,
cases where the Italians actually like were the first um do it. And Red Son actually is following up on the Tony Anthony movie. But then you're right. Then you have Red Son in 71, which is Toshiro Mifune.
Right.
But these are
I'm
both.
sure they're both in the background of both of these.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. So
Especially because in those days as well, and we'll talk about this when we get to Shanghai Joe, the whole
Chen Li.
Chinese Kung Fu Japanese thing would have been interchangeable, right? I
Oh,
mean,
no
even
question.
Sam Peckinpah is guilty of this. Like when you watch The Killer Elite, which is a film not many people like, but I quite like The Killer Elite. But when it comes to the end, and yeah, it suddenly mixes. It's supposed to be some kind of, I can't remember now, but it's supposed to be some kind of Chinese gangsters, and then suddenly fucking ninjas in it. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shanghai Joe does this.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
exactly by the book, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah.
And I think even the title of a lot of these films, they'll have karate in the title, in like the German title, even though it's supposed to be a kung fu film.
Oh yeah, but that's universal. That's like that's just.
Well, the German title will be Karate Django, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna look at 4 films here. One of which wasn't my choice, I will say. The Return of Shanghai Joe was definitely not on my rewatch list. But
I'd never seen it before, so okay. I do apologize for putting you through it a second time.
Hey, Shanghai Joe, you got a way to go with your little yellow buns on the way. Shanghai Joe. Hey,
I feel like I'm at the bus stop late at night.
Yeah. You got a way to go. You are Shanghai Joe.
Yes, it's not going to get any better.
You are Shanghai Joe. Hey.
Should we stop Darren from drinking on this?
I think maybe. I will say that we'll probably hold on until we get to the film. But it sounds like an Oliver Onions song, but I don't think it's Oliver Onions. But it sounds like they were given the remit, like do a song that sounds like it's Oliver Onions.
It's the Sonic Swades.
Yeah, exactly.
That fucking song has been going around my head all day.
It is quite catchy.
Yeah, it is
quite catchy.
Yeah.
And it sure sucks the drama out of any fight scene it's played over the top of.
No, actually, I actually quite liked it. I actually quite liked it when it was over the fight scenes.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll get to the head of our...
No.
Yeah, we are. So we're starting with, I think, probably the least seen film, even by the three of us. One of us hasn't watched it.
Darren only saw 20 minutes of it. This is Kung Fu
Brothers
Wild West.
Failed to watch this.
Yes, from 1973. And what's interesting about it is, I think, whereas the others are more, lean more towards their European productions, this is a Hong Kong production, right? I think.
Yeah, the director is like a Ban Yo.
Yo Ban Yi, So Yo Ban Yi as well is mostly produced. There's 3 films he directed, and they've all got Jason Pai Piao in, Thompson Kao Kang as well, the villain, right? So he made this. He made Stranger from Canton, which I don't think I've seen. Any thoughts on that one, Darren? Have you seen that?
I may have seen it. It's not memorable. Yeah, or I may not have seen it. Yeah.
And then the other one I know I have seen is he co-directed one in Korea with Jason Pai Piao called Action Taekwondo, which is
I've heard of it. I definitely haven't seen that.
Yeah, very much a basher. But just interesting to see Pai Piao doing Taekwondo.
Yeah. Well, and also this is presumably before he gets into telly as well.
Yes, I think they're all from around the same time.
Yeah. But he's a failure, isn't he? Until he gets into telly, and then he's big in the late 70s.
I wouldn't say that to his face, but yes.
Well,
because he pow me. See, that's what. Yes.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us at the bus stop now. We have to gang up.
This is it.
I might have to just walk, I think.
Yeah. Also, I was sitting in for Rodney just then when I said telly.
Yes, well done.
So we've got to represent the telly.
Yes.
I mean, I think most people would know Jason.
I sense I can hear a gag in the air.
I would think most people would know him best though from that French situationist film that he made, right? Can dialectics break bricks?
Ah, yes, Crush.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually probably the first place I ever actually did see him was in back when I was 20 and
Darren's looking a bit confused. So
Yeah, no, it's not on my radar.
well, it's in the Mondo Macabre book, I think, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
So yeah, basically they took this Taiwanese kung fu film called Crush and then
Yeah.
made all the dialogue like
about anarchism
dialectics.
and the working class, and it's actually
Yeah.
it's of all of the detorned situations films, it's by far the best because the underlying film is really entertaining.
Yeah.
And it works. It makes sense in a kind of class conscious.
Yeah. But it is kind of a one gag kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I can actually see the poster as I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like Crush with like cracks in it, isn't it?
Yes. Can dialectics break bricks? Yeah.
Yeah. But I've no doubt read about it, but I've totally forgotten it over the years. I've never seen it.
I mean, there's they did a few others, and they're not as
Yeah,
good.
we did a whole show about
detorned
2 or 3 of them or something.
French.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because they also took one of the
Pinky Violence films.
Yeah, or was it 2 of them, maybe?
Yes, I think they cut 2 together to make.
Yes, terrifying. One of the terrifying girls,
Lynch Law Classroom,
and then another one, and they mashed them together, and even added some hardcore inserts, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah, but in that case, they somehow managed to make the film less revolutionary, which was really bizarre. The actual film Lynch Law Classroom is over the top, full on rebellion. It's one of the best sex/politics films ever made. If you haven't seen it, Darren.
Classroom, I'll get on it. Yeah.
Fucking incredible. Anyway. So yes. So this one's weird, I think. You're right. I think this one feels like I don't know. What I mean, it's almost differently abled in some ways, this film. I feel like there's like it's a really awkward mix.
It's not good. Let's put it that out on Front Street. It's not good.
No.
What did you make of the 20 minutes you saw, Darren?
It looked really fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Yes, it is pretty cheap. I don't know where it was shot. I was kind of curious where it was shot. I don't know.
Well, it's got to be Hong Kong.
Some of it.
I don't know. It could be.
The stuff with Donald O'Brien and William Berger and stuff, that's definitely shot somewhere in Cinecittà or like.
I don't know. You could get away with, because I was wondering about that with the logistics. Because the whole time watching, we'll get to this when we get to Stranger and the Gunfighter. But what tickled me to death for no good reason, because I'm an idiot, was at the end of that film. That means, I reckon, that Lee Van Cleef was at Shaw Studios for at least 1 day.
Yes.
And for some reason, that made me like, please, much to think about that.
Because Stranger and the Gunfighter, Stranger and the Gunfighter, it's got the fucking bridge in it.
Right. Yes.
Right.
So the bridge means it's Shaw's.
Yes.
End of story. Yeah.
Kung Fu Brothers in the Wild West, it's kind of difficult to judge. It could just be Almeria or something, but it's not. It's a non-distinct enough environment. I can kind of see they might. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know where they would have shot it. What would have been cheaper? Taking Jason Tai Chow and the whole crew to Europe, or taking William Berger and Donald O'Brien to
just bung them in Hong Kong. It's 2 plane tickets, right?
Yeah. Although there's a couple of other, I don't know. It's difficult.
There are quite a few Western or like whatever. Like there's quite a few, European actors. So I don't know.
Although from the first 20 minutes I watched, and this is about all I can comment on, and possibly one other comment. They were making a big deal that they had cows at the start. They were making a big deal of the cows. They made sure they were filming Jason Pipiao with cows. So whether they did fly him over for that, I don't know, or whether they went to a specialist farm, in the New Territories or somewhere.
Yeah, they got out cows somewhere, haven't they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but they made a point of, at least in the first 20 minutes, of making sure that there were cows on screen. So maybe they protest too much.
There's a conspiracy theory around cows and Jason Piper. We finally
That's all I
created
got.
a brand new conspiracy theory that's never been.
Mhm. Um, yeah. Okay. So anyway, Clive, do you want to deal with the plot such
Well,
as
so
it is?
Jason Piper basically has to leave. I assume China because he's
Yep.
made to fight his brother. And I'm not sure if it's brother or whatever, but
Yep.
uh, it seems to be to take over the mantle of the martial arts school, right? One is
Yep.
expected to, I don't know, kill the other one or something, and they're not willing to do that. So the other brother flees to the new territories where they have cows
Hmm.
standing in for America or somewhere,
Hmm. Yep.
and
With
then Jason
with his girlfriend or
Pierre
wife, right, as well.
goes. I don't think I've ever said Jason Pierre-Paul's name twice the same way ever. It's always a
Same,
slightly
yeah.
different. Yeah. So JCP.
Yes,
Oh, it's
thank you.
almost JCB.
Oh, Jack Cody Bow.
Jason Cordybow.
Let's just call him Jack Cody
Jason
Bow.
Cordybow. All right. Jason Cordybow goes to look for his brother.
Mm.
And to be honest, he's not very clever, right? Because he turns up in this like extremely small town, right?
Hmm.
Wanders about for ages, gets into fights and things. And then when someone points him in the direction, he goes, "Oh, yeah, you know that Chinese restaurant over there?"
Restaurants.
And you're thinking, Jason
Yeah.
Codibao,
Well, I
that would have
thought
been
it
the first
was.
place to have a look, surely.
Well, I thought it was weird there was a Chinese restaurant in the Wild West in the first place, let alone one in a really small town like
Yeah, but if there is one, what do you think the chances are that he worked there?
Yeah.
With his
I,
missus, and they want to go back. She wants to go back to China because everyone's racist and horrible.
yep.
Um,
Yeah.
there.
And he's like, I can't go back. And she's like, it's a big country. It's the biggest country. We don't have to go back to the town that we left. But he still doesn't
Right.
want to hear. It's like, no, no, we can't, you know.
And William Berger and his men, including Donald
So
O'Brien,
he's introduced, I should say. So William Berger looks a lot like Rutger Hauer in
he
this.
does. I know they
Quite,
always they make that joke in Jackie Brown, right? But in this film, especially, you kind of understand
and
that
that's funny
Hauer
because
might have been
that's
there.
Helmut, but that's Helmut Berger that you're talking about, who also
Oh
looks
fuck,
like
that's Helmut Berger. Yeah,
yeah. So there's something going on with those Burger Boys where they all look like Rutger Hauer for some reason. But he really looks like Rutger Hauer, almost to the point where near like in the end fight, I thought he was going to start doing the like Tears in the Rain
maybe
monologue.
Rutger is the third brother, but he didn't want to be called Rutger Berger. But that
Yes,
Yeah,
sounds
no one wants to be called
no,
Rutger Berger.
Rutger Berger.
no.
But he like when he's introduced, he's not in his cowboy gear. He's in a gi, and he's at his sensei's dojo, where apparently he's taking
Oh yeah,
some
that's right.
martial art, which
Uh,
is quite a weird. And he's not good. Is old William
well,
Berger.
it's
He
odd
gives it.
because you think it's going to set it up so it's him going to be in the final fight, right? But no, he brings in
He
another
brings in the sensei as a ringer,
fighter
basically.
in the shape of Thompson Cao um, Cao Kang, right?
Yeah, because
Uh,
yeah, that's his sensei, right?
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. After the
Um,
brother gets killed, blah 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 blah, and yeah, and uh, Jason Codibao throws some coins into people.
Lots of coins thrown, and
Yeah,
lots of people who
like
do a very lengthy reaction shot to having been hit in the head with a coin that's stuck in there for. They're like,
yeah,
camera
and
holds way too long.
yeah, and it's not very good. And it's written by Ai Kwang, of course it is.
Yeah,
um, yeah, yeah. Although Donald O'Brien, whatever you say his name, he's in a mullet, which was exciting, like a proper mullet, which seems very like a fashion forward. And I didn't realize before that I always thought it was post-stroke Donald O'Brien that was all kind of like 1.21 gigawatts Christopher Lloyd, but it's not. He's totally that way in this as well.
Oh, he's always been quite the Gumby, isn't he?
Yes, yeah, and he's really chewing up the scenery in this. But I like me some Donald, so I'm fine with that. Um,
Yeah, there's
but yeah,
not much to say about it really.
No, it's weird because it does feel more like a kung fu movie though than any of the others. I think it
Yes,
definitely errs on the side, but then it's weird because the spaghetti western faces that are in it are some real proper spaghetti western faces,
right.
like Donald and Burger. So it's a weird.
And they do the goofy sound effects when he jumps through the air thing that they do in
Oh
Stranger and
yes, they do
Gunfighter.
yeah. It's a guitar bend in this. It's not the slide whistle that Shanghai Joe gets.
Yeah,
And
that's the one note that I made for the 20 minutes that I watched it was the jumping sound effects are fucking stupid.
yes, yes.
Yep.
It's
And
like,
also, there's this fucking like almost like mariachi, like cheerful music that they play like
Yeah.
at totally the wrong moments, right? When there's
Yes, yeah.
supposed to be a
Particularly
fight and
the
tension.
final moment.
It's like, what the fuck? This is yeah,
No, the final moment is insane. So right, like when there's and the last fight goes on for about 12, 13 minutes of screen
yeah.
time and
It's not
travels.
bad as well. The action's
No,
not bad. It's not
no, I would say
notable or
it's more.
exceptional, but it's not bad.
It's probably the. I mean, you guys may disagree, but I would say it's probably the best choreographed of
Of
all the four
these,
of
yeah,
these,
yeah,
by a far margin. But yeah, that fight goes on, and it goes into rivers and out, and then it gets sticks,
yeah,
and it goes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it covers a lot of territory. But then at the very end, Jason kills his opponent, and then it just cracks into this ridiculously chipper, upbeat, like honky tonk music over the still shot of him having killed the other guy.
Oh yeah, sorry, it is more honky tonk, isn't it, than
Very
mariachi? Yeah,
inappropriate.
yeah.
No, but the music that plays over the fight where who's the other fella? The brother that he's supposed to
Yeah, I
fight,
don't know
but
who he is, the actor, but yeah.
whoever that guy is, yeah. His fight scene, there's this crazy piece of music. It's just a woman like Yoko Ono screaming over the top with kind of noise music. It gets, yeah,
Yeah. The thing is,
weird.
what we're doing here, though, is we are making this sound a lot more interesting than it
Oh yeah,
actually is. It doesn't,
no, it's
it's
quite
not that
boring.
interesting. Yeah.
Quite boring.
And this is the point, I think, to mention as well, that you brought it up, the choreography. The one film we're not talking today, because me and Darren and Rodney talked about it in our Carl Scott special, is A Hard Way to Die, aka Sun Dragon, right? Which we agreed was the best of these Kung Fu Westerns, if we're going by Kung Fu choreography, right? But it is
yeah,
very,
Oh,
it's the least
Better than Shanghai
spaghetti.
Noon.
yes,
Huh?
definitely. Shanghai what?
Better than Shanghai Noon.
Fuck off.
You're at the bus stop now, Nick. We don't we
Okay.
don't tolerate that kind of talk while waiting for transportation around here. Um, but yeah,
It's
but it's the
There is
least
good
spaghetti.
choreography in Shanghai Noon, to be
Yeah,
fair.
it's the least spaghetti-ish of the of these Hard Way to Die. But it is definitely the best if you're looking for action, I would
okay.
say. Yeah.
But it's not very Western.
Well, no, that's
Hard
what I
Way
was
to Die
saying.
is not
Yeah,
very Western.
Hmm.
yeah. That's
And
another thing that
and
happens
that's
at the
the
bus stop
flavour
is
we're
people don't
catching.
hear what the other person said and then say it again.
Right. Um,
Thing is, though, it's not very Western, is it? That's the
no,
thing with Sun Dragon.
no. Um, yeah, yeah. I was the only so the bad sensei, whoever. So who did you say he was? Sorry, Clive. The
Or Thompson Kao Kang.
yeah, Thompson. He's very rapey in this. Unexpectedly so, I thought. Like he could pushes it a little further, and we get a lengthy scene of him kind of molesting um the other guy's wife or girlfriend, whoever she is. But yeah, no, it's anyway. It's
Well, she's very
not
molestable.
great. She's cute, no question. Um,
That's a synonym for cute, that is molestable. It's a new one.
okay, did not know that. Um, all right, so I think we can dispense with this. Yeah, we're done with Kung Fu Brothers
Yes, I
in
think
the
we're
Wild
done with
West.
Kung Fu Brothers in the Wild West. Unless,
Okay.
Darren, you had any other thoughts on the 20 minutes?
No.
Right. Do you think you'll be watching it?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch the rest of it.
Right.
Just because I kind of like Jason Pipiao, and I also quite like this period. I'm interested in this period of number one, Jason Pipiao in the early days, but also just the mix, just why they were trying to get at westerns
Yeah.
in that period, you know.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I'll get to it. But yeah, I didn't manage it today.
Yes. Yes. No, I wouldn't be in a rush if I were you.
No.
No. And it's not really. It's. I think there's a reason no one's put it out, or other than maybe they might not, because it's not a good quality. It's quite a difficult film to track down, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it seemed to be the thing I watched seemed to be from a DVD, but
Yeah, but I
it
think
was
it looked like a DVD made from
DVD-R,
a
yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
yeah, it was very bad quality. Yeah. But you know,
Okay.
at least it was preserved, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's get on to something substantial. Oh, hang on. Are we going to get? Oh no, 8 minutes. All right, carry on.
We can get
Let's
started,
yeah, something a bit more substantial, is it? What's next then? You do this, Darren, because you saw it. So
which one is it? Shanghai Joe?
yes.
Oh yes. Yeah. So the Fighting Fists of Shanghai Joe,
That's
1973. Yeah. I think that this is a really good synergy of, well, actually, not a synergy. I actually think this is a really good snapshot about what was going on in 72, 73. Because it's definitely a Western, right?
Yep.
This is 100% a Western.
Got a horse in it.
Yeah.
It might have more than one horse in it.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and check. But
Yeah.
yes, you might be onto something there.
It's got fucking Klaus Kinski in it for a start.
Yeah.
We're going to get to Klaus Kinski in the second one.
Yes.
Ooh. Anyway.
It's got Gordon Mitchell in it too, who, as Clive is aware, is what you said about Gordon Mitchell last time. Something about however many gargoyles look like
Bob Todd, the rest.
Bob Todd.
Yeah. But maybe they actually look more like Gordon Mitchell. Anyway,
yeah. But anyway, so this to me is quite a good snapshot about what was going on in cinema in 73. It's the height of the Kung Fu boom. Italian, Spanish Westerns are kicking off as well. And there's this just beautiful melting pot of everything where there are co-productions right, left and centre, as we know and love.
This was a film designed to show on 42nd Street, is what this is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a crowd pleaser. Yeah.
Also, you just made me think of something there, Nick, briefly. I know everyone's very down on AI-generated content, but now that it's here, maybe we should use it for its maximum purpose, which is, just for things that are kind of silly nonsense. And I was just thinking, we do need a cover version of 99% of Gargoyles Look Like Bob Todd, but about Gordon Mitchell by Oliver Onions.
Yes. Yes, we do.
That's what AI was made for.
That's what it's for.
That could work. So anyway, cast and crew. So my handwriting is so bad that I can't remember this man's name. Directed by Mario Ciano.
Yep.
Starring Chen Li.
Chen Li. Yeah.
Famous Chinese actor Chen Li. Klaus Kinski, Gordon Mitchell, Mickey. Oh God, I'm so bad with Japanese names. Yeah.
Did you catch who plays in flashback? Who plays Chen Li's sensei?
Yeah, that's what's his name?
George Wang.
No, sorry.
Yeah, George Wang, who is Don Wang Tao's dad.
Oh, no, I didn't get that. No, that's because I'm confusing it with Stranger and the Gunfighter.
Ah.
Sorry.
I
Yes.
I
No,
had a
sorry. I'll
feeling
get to
this
that.
might happen at a certain point,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one
yeah.
of us would confuse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was I was thinking Chan Shan and
Right.
yeah. And Ching Miao was actually what I was thinking of. Anyway, yes,
So,
no,
so
I
Chen
confused that.
Chen Li's real name is Myoshin Hayakawa. Apparently, he's from Japan,
Yes.
and there's some other credits on IMDb, but I'm very suspicious of these because Chen Li sounds like such a made-up pseudonym you'd find at the front of an IFD or Film Mac
Yeah,
release, doesn't it?
yeah.
So this is total guesswork from me. So he's credited with a few other things at IMDb. I think maybe he is in Return of Sister Street Fighter,
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
and he might be in Three Musketeers of the West or whatever, the other Italian-y thing. But I
Yeah.
don't think he's in Blind Boxer. But I'm going to have to watch Blind Boxer now
Okay.
soon while I remember what Myoshin Hayakawa looks like. But I think that's just someone else hiding under the pseudonym.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those pseudonyms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So anyway,
less
Chen Li,
stupid than the pseudonym for the sequel, though, which isn't even a real name in any language.
Chen Li?
Li. Yeah. Fucking hell. Anyway, we're going to get there. We'll get there. So anyway, so Shanghai Joe, Chen Li, rocks into town, experiences quite a lot of racism.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Kicks lots of ass.
Yep.
Turns out he wants to be a cowboy. But when he goes to be a cowboy, he gets bullied. But he still manages to win a horse off them because he makes a bet. And because Chin Li, Shanghai Joe, is essentially invulnerable in this film, as it should be.
Yeah.
And he teaches all the cowboys a lesson. And eventually he gets
punches
hired.
a bull as well, like Sonny Chiba.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good bit.
Or what's his name in? Who is it in? Is it Bruce? Who's challenge? What's Challenge of the Tigers? That Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
He punches a bull in that, doesn't he, as well? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And then there's the sheep as well in the other film. Anyway. But that's a different character.
Yeah, that's a disturbing, very disturbing verse.
So anyway, anyway,
we are lovers, not fighters.
Yeah. So he gets mixed up. He gets mixed up in a bit of people smuggling somehow.
Yeah.
And the what's his name? Stanley Spencer, which is not a very good name for a villain.
Nope. But
it's not Stanley Spencer. Who is it?
But yeah, the
Frank Spencer.
Yes,
Frank Spencer. That's it.
With his beret.
Yeah. He did it all for Betty, apparently.
Yeah. Well done, by the way. All of us showed great restraint there in not doing a Frank Spencer.
Do a Frank Spencer impression. I can't do a Frank Spencer.
I don't think I can do it.
No one can. That's the thing, but they still fucking do it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, so he gets mixed up in some people smuggling and runs afoul of the kind of big boss of the area, who then sends, is it 4 or 5? 4, I think.
4 assassins, yeah.
Hired guns after him. One of which is Klaus Kinski.
Yeah, but they're all pretty amazing. I mean, Klaus Kinski is probably the most, but then like Robert Hundar, who's somebody I'm always excited if he's in a movie at all, and then
the cannibal, Pedro the cannibal.
Every now and again he gets a bigger role. He's in Cutthroats 9, and he's in a lot of.
He actually stars in 2, but it turns out to be maybe more like 3 or 4 spaghetti westerns, right? Where he was actually the lead, because like you said, he's normally just about. But there are a few Robert Hundar vehicles. At least 3, which I don't think I've seen any of his starring roles.
One of the only ones I've seen is he plays a fairly substantial role in one of the Umberto Lenzi, like Hunchback.
No, I'm talking, he is the hero ones. Yeah, he's
right.
3 of them, yeah.
Okay. Doesn't really look like much like hero material, but...
Did you see that, Dad? Did you see what I did there? I managed to block
I didn't say the name.
His C.
Didn't say the
Thomas
name.
Howell Senior.
Didn't say the name, but yes.
Because I didn't let you.
Mm. But anyway, yes.
Yeah,
Hunt
so
plays the cannibal. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Gordon Mitchell. Is Gordon Mitchell the one who digs pit traps and sticks stakes down in them for people to fall on?
Yeah, Burying Sam, he's called.
Right.
Which is fucking great.
And Klaus Kinski, of course, as a knife thrower and who scalps people.
Scalps people, yes. And is upset, clearly has a sexual fetish around that. There's a great scene where there's like a scalp and he puts it under his chin like it's a beard and he's his usual fucking creepy self.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and this is well utilized Kinski as well.
Yes.
So, Klaus Kinski is given limited screen time and told to go bananas.
Well, I don't know if you utilize Klaus Kinski. I think it's like the weather, right? I think it depends on whether he's in the mood or not.
Bottled lightning, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah. By the way, the Severin put out that documentary about Kinski as well. Did anyone see it?
What, the Herzog one?
No, it's not Herzog. It's a different one.
There's a new one about it, is there?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, that's worth a watch.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway,
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah. I wish I had the title.
Documentary all about Klaus Kinski?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's largely based around his sort of 80s output rather than anything else. But I think that's because of the access that they got to him in the 80s rather than any sort of biographical
this
stuff.
Is news
but
to me. I'm gonna have to check this.
It's Severin. Severin put it out. Right. It's not Herzog.
His autobiography is also an essential read.
Okay. I haven't read it because I thought it would be incomprehensible.
It's amazing.
Oh no, it's brilliant.
And if you can find it, ideally, if you can find it, there was an earlier version printed, which then apparently for legal reasons, big chunks had to be excised from. If you can find the first printing, I wonder if archive.org might have.
Yeah, well, it was put out again as Kinski Uncut, right?
Right.
But even that's out of print now because I used to have a copy and I foolishly gave someone and I don't have
mine's gone too.
Yeah.
But you can't hang on to that book. It's so good, you literally can't. Somebody will steal it or you'll lend it to somebody and never get it back. It's that kind of book.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. Yeah, so anyway,
bollocks as well. All bollocks.
Oh, yeah. It's all made up, outrageous shit. It's great.
Yeah. So, So Chen Li, having fallen afoul of the big boss in town, has the assassins sent out against him. We've got the cannibal, we've got the gambler as well, isn't it? There's the gambling bloke, and that's just basically a shootout. But quite a good shootout.
Yeah.
In a saloon. And there's some fairly good stunts jumping off of high
This is the one that ends with the eye gouging, right?
Yeah, which we didn't see. Yeah.
So that's the other thing we were talking, Darren, about how it's kind of a almost machine tool to play 42nd Street, and that's the other element, right? You've got the kung fu, you've got the western, but you've got the gore.
Yes,
and I think that's what puts it over the edge. That's why it is one of these fondly remembered kind of things that people like Tarantino or whatever would be banging on about, because it was the perfect kind of blend. So a horror fan as well could kind of get something out of it.
It's not that gory, but
but it's
the special effects
memorable.
And it is. Yeah. But there's a bit, isn't there, where someone gets their hand shot.
Oh yeah.
It's just like
there's a phrase that Jimmy McDonough uses in the book on Andy Milligan, which I always like, in reference to, I think it's Bloodthirsty Butchers he's talking about, and he refers to them as Jack-in-the-Box score effects, and I like that. I think that's exactly what they are. They're just kind of like, like because they are quite gory. They're only there for a few seconds, but they're vivid and they're colourful.
Yeah.
And they're like an exclamation point, right?
Yeah, and I think that's the point where, obviously, kung fu films are gory as well, but I think that's the that's the spaghetti element of this as well, isn't it? That's the
Yeah, and that
kind
thread
of,
from Django with the ear cutting through,
yeah.
Django
Right.
killed with its, I mean, you
Yeah.
can, there is a thread there of
Yeah.
that.
Oh, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah, it's also cool. It's notable as well when it's in. Yeah, when you get the kung fu films with the gore as well, right?
But this is notably spaghetti gore, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like that Mario in the little documentary piece we saw from that, I'm assuming a Japanese DVD, right?
Yes. Yes.
He talks about he's convinced that they filmed a scene of him actually pulling the heart out.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Which was
suspect they
cut
probably
from.
did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did film that and it was just cut.
Yeah. It's a pre-release cut as well, so it's not like you can't track down and uncut it. It doesn't
So
exist.
this is the final fight with the
Yes.
palm
Yes.
spear
Yes.
and yeah.
And after
Well,
he mentions it, you do think, oh yeah, that
I bet they
probably
that
did
makes a lot of
that
sense.
probably did.
Yeah,
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 that would
yeah,
have been perfect.
yeah.
It's a shame, really.
Well, because
Mhm.
and also it's set up that way. So if you
Yes.
if you think about like the special effects, he's clearly stuck his
Mhm.
hand in something that's not a person,
Yeah.
right? That's he stuck his hand in a chamber where you could probably pull something out,
Mhm.
right? But we haven't got there yet. So
No.
so it turns out about 15 minutes from the end, you get a flashback that Shanghai Joe had a kung fu brother. In the not the Shaolin Temple, but the Shaolin Temple.
George Wang's temple.
Yes.
yeah. And turns out this brother of his is corrupt and has been hired by the big boss to come and kill him. Except for some reason he's coded Japanese.
Totally. Well, I was going to say, obviously somewhere he took a gap year, and he went to Japan for a bit, and he got himself a katana and the haircut and everything. And yes, so there's a bit of fudging of the Asian martial arts here, isn't there?
Just a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'll say about this again, so this, it's nowhere nearly, it's nowhere near in the running of not even Kung Fu Brothers in the Wild West in terms of proper fight choreography. It's all like people on trampolines and things. But that said, there's something quite effective about those scenes of them flying through the air and clashing. If you forget about Kung Fu choreography and just cinematically, they're quite cool, aren't they? Those scenes.
Yeah. No, there's not a dull fight in the house. I mean, they're not that well staged, but I think considering we're probably working with an Italian Italian crew.
Yeah.
Then they've done quite a good job at doing a basher.
Well, I think Mario Cayano seems smart enough to know, okay, this is not our specialist subject, so how can we do it and make it look kind of cool? And he does mention that in that little documentary as well, doesn't it? They used what did they use, springs or something, which I guess
metal wires and springs like that. Yes,
rather than big industrial kind of and
I think I would say of all of the films, it's actually the best spaghetti western score. In terms of the music, I think it's Bruno Nicolai's music, and I think of all, it really feels very properly spaghetti western.
It's a good score.
Yeah.
And also, I thought you were going to say,
you've got.
I'll go on, Darren.
I was going to say, also just getting back to the action at the end, which is just fucking shoehorned in there. We at a screeching handbrake turn pace. Oh, by the way, he was in the Shaolin Temple. By the way, there's this the magic lotus tattoo that he's got and all that stuff.
And his whole arm glows red, which is quite.
Well, that's what I was getting at. So so all of a sudden, it turns into kind of King Boxer. Yeah, his arm starts glowing red and he catches a bullet.
Well, if you want to think about it as well, the eye gouging is Queen Boxer, and then you've got the
and King Boxer.
Yes, and you've got the bull punching from the... So it is up till 73, which is still early in retrospect, obviously, but it is up until it's greatest hits, isn't it, in a Wild West setting.
Yeah, but it's also not intrusive. You know, it's not
No.
obvious. It's obviously ripping off, or cherry picking all the
cherry picking,
kung
I
fu
think,
stuff
is a
that
nicer
comes.
way to put it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
No,
But
I think Fighting Fists is. I enjoyed Fighting Fists of Shanghai Joe the first time I saw it, and seeing it again, it's not an exploitation classic, but it is like a solid kind of very satisfying mix.
Yeah.
And I can easily see why people who saw it in first run theaters, trying to avoid being mugged and high as a kite, like thought, wow, it's that kind of legendary film for those people who saw it under those circumstances.
Yeah, and I think also as well, talking about the viewing experience in cinema, the stuff that's out on YouTube at the moment, it's all wide, it's all very nice looking. And when I first saw this,
censored in different ways, right?
No, that's true. That it looks nice. It looks like a proper spaghetti western in proper wide.
Yes.
And that's not how I first saw this film.
No. But there is a blue disc
cropped
out there, I think, from somewhere. But it's worth trying to see it properly just to get the full experience, because one version will have some of the gore missing, another version will have this optical blurring effect, and then another one censor all the racial epithets, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah. Although
there's a lot of C word in this.
Every now and again, one slips through. But yeah, so do yourself a favor, get a disc of some sort or another, enjoy it properly, because it is a film that's, it's made just right. Like I said, it's not overwhelmingly great. It's just right, and if any element is removed, it's it's like a plunk. It doesn't work. So you should see it as it's designed to be seen. And here's hoping against hope that someday someone will find the heart being ripped out scene and gets put back in.
But
I'd certainly be happy to watch it again.
The eyeball was surprised because I don't know if I'd seen in even the print I saw years ago.
No, it's never been in it. It's never been
the eyeball.
It's
like hanging
was saying,
between his fingers in the middle of his palm. It's quite like holy shit. It's like a giallo scene. It's not a scene you would see in any other spaghetti western that I can think of.
Oh, and the scalp that's delivered in the box. And
as
well. Yes.
But you've got to remember as well is that this is also trading off of King Boxer, right? And King Boxer, I think, is an important influence on this film. And in King Boxer, you've got this more or less the same scene where you've got someone's palm with a couple of eyeballs dangling from it.
Right.
So that to me is where that came from.
Yeah. And there's Queen Boxers with Judy Lee doing the same thing, right? Yeah, we need to do a Judy Lee special, by the way.
Happy to.
So there we go. That's Fighting. I think we're all agreed that it's it's a most satisfying little minor classic of the exploitation film, I think.
Yeah, but we've got to remember we're in co-productions, so co-productions can't be perfect.
Yes.
To the untrained eye.
But I don't think this is strictly a co-production. I think this is Italian all the way, this one.
No, you're right. Yeah, actually, no, to be fair, you're right. But it goes in co-production.
Yeah, no. Well, we'll get to that.
Space in my brain.
I know in a couple of films' time, we're in Darren's happy place, I like to call it, when we'll be talking proper. Yes, and we'll talk about that at length. But first, unfortunately, alas, we must... we must cope with the return of Shanghai Joe.
Did you notice that in that interview with the director of Fighting Fist of Shanghai Joe, that he appears to say, "I didn't know this existed."
Yes, which is weird because he's credited as one of the writers of the script, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's IMDb bollocks.
Right.
Yeah, but and also potentially it's crediting the original idea.
Exactly.
As well, so I think that's where that comes from.
No, this one is from Vito Albertini, right? The director of some of those wacky 3 Superman films that we're going to be watching soon,
Mhm.
and some of those weird sci-fi films from the 70s, right? The last of which the Beast in Space is. There's a hardcore version of it, right?
Oh
Not
yeah,
on my
yeah.
radar. Cool.
Yes, and that it's like it's a sequel to like Borachek's The Beast.
Well, there's 4 of them, isn't there? There's like there's one well, fuck, what are they? There's one War of the Robots, War in Space, Beast in Space, and then another one, Star Odyssey, or something. And they're all quite weird and wonderful and worth watching. War of the Robots is a lot of fun. Yeah, anyway, he did at least one of them.
Is not, however, and
No,
it's
this is not weird and wonderful. This is neither. This is
No.
This film is a complete fucking failure on all accounts, apart from the soundtrack. Before we came on air, I had this fucking song in my head for a couple of days.
Shanghai Joe.
That's it. Hey,
so this
you got a long way
stars
to go.
Chin Lee,
Chin Lee.
Chin
which
Lee,
is not a name in any language ever.
No.
And he's not in anything else. Thank
No,
God.
well, but you know what his name is. The actor's name. Did you clock that?
What, his real name?
His real name, yeah.
No. How did you even
Oh yeah,
find
I found that. Yeah, so his name is Ernest Van Moore.
Really?
No, it's not.
Yes.
Where did you
get that from?
I don't know, I can't remember. His name's Ernest.
Forgive us if we take that with a pinch of salt.
I'm just saying.
All right, hang on.
I did wonder where in the world he's from, because it's a little bit hard to pin down, actually, I have to say. He's a bit ethically ambiguous, is old Keen Lie.
Yeah, let's be nice, and but yeah, he's clearly not the same man who was Shanghai Joe in the
no
previous
question
film.
He's not Chen
So this
Li.
is Ernest Goes Out West.
Yeah, it's exactly. Ernest. Yeah, Ernest saves
the West. It's an early entry in the Ernest
exactly
series.
Yeah. And no, I've got it. It seemed like a credible source,
but
wherever I looked it up.
Shanghai Joe. It's worth mentioning Shanghai Joe is not the main protagonist even. He's basically a supporting character. And the actual title of the film in Italian isn't Return of Shanghai Joe. It's Che Botte Ragazzi. So it's not like they're even kind of, and like the Italian poster has barely got Chin Lie on it. It's mostly that Tommy Pollard.
I was wondering about this. At what point did they either lose faith with making a Shanghai Joe sequel, or they added something, because clearly it's mostly a Terence Hill Bud Spencer thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's Bud Spencer is in this by another name, right?
Yeah, I could almost see the process where they were like they tried to get Bud and he was like no, and then they were like, okay, well, Paul L. Smith obviously then, because he normally does that, and he was busy, and then they were like Oliver Reed, but he was blackout drunk. He said yes, but then he didn't know that he'd said yes.
Then up on set.
Yeah, so they ended up with Tommy.
Tommy Polgar. Yes, that household name. Tommy Polgar.
Although I gotta say, he's not doing a bad job. To be fair,
he's all right. He's not the worst thing in this film by any stretch. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's not in much. He is actually in My Name Is Nobody somewhere, apparently, a genuine Terence Hill film.
Oh, interesting.
And he's also he was a executive producer of Bruno Mattei's Women's Camp 119, aka SS Extermination Love Camp.
Okay.
So
he's also in Christ Stopped at Ebola, not Ebola. That's a different movie entirely. That Francesco Rossi movie starring Jean-Marie Volonté. It's like a really serious, important, like award-winning film.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not doing this in that.
Probably not.
Starting long barroom. Oh, fuck, that barroom brawl goes on for fucking ages. And it's not funny.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway,
there's
some poor Mexicans in the desert. They don't have any water, but they find oil. So oil baron Klaus Kinski, who's playing a totally different character than he did.
Also, just to highlight as well,
Hmm.
because Mexicans are really stupid,
Hmm.
they don't understand what oil is and
Yes.
think it's worthless.
Because Tommy Polgar's character is also like a traveling medicine show guy.
Yeah, he's like
right?
snake oil salesman, isn't he?
Yes,
He's like
he discovers the oil, and then anyway, it's all bollocks. It's basically
Yeah.
and Klaus Kinski, you're saying Nick is dubbed by Edmund Purdom here.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I have
Right.
no doubt that that's.
See, I reckon he's dubbed by Ernest Polgar, whatever the fuck is Ernest Polgar. Anyway, and you've also got Karen Field from Radley Metzger's The Alley Cats is in there as like a love interest. Any other interesting? A bunch of spaghetti western people and stuntmen and stuff that you'd recognize. That's rubbish. It's rubbish. And then spoiler alert. Oh no, actually, no spoiler alert because I want to spoil this film because it's shit. Shanghai Joe turns out to be a federal agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's sorry, I forgot. We all misspoke. There's one good thing about this film. There's one thing that lasts about 5 seconds, which is funny. It is when they're all planning to hang Shanghai Joe, some enterprising salesman in town has made a hanging Chinaman toy.
Oh,
that he's selling.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was actually quite inspired. That was quite funny.
Yeah. But like it's so you've gone from the real Chin Lee, right? Who's not even real.
No.
But a decent performer.
Yeah.
Right? Decent performer. You know, you can see him in a Basher. You can see him in a Sanjiba film, right? To this fucking simpering little fucking streak of
ballet dancer who's hopping about the place.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean that has to be some of the worst choreographed kung fu I have ever seen.
Yeah. Well, it does its job, but
Tommy Polgar's better at throwing haymakers than
exactly.
Tommy
Polgar's fun in this. He's fun. You can tell he's having a wave of a time. Right? He's doing a half decent Bud Spencer. Right? He's fun in this. Right? That's the only fun element of this is like the arc. Because he learns kung fu as well, and he ends up having a big fight in a bar as well, doesn't he?
Tommy Polgar's not a good. He should have renamed himself Spud Benser. That would have been
Spud Benser would have been right. Okay,
fuck, I'm writing that down. I'm
write that down.
I'm introducing myself on one of these days. Spud Benser. That's a good.
Well, let's take it further. Let's make a film. Because I've got a Spud physique as well. So you know, me or you, Clive, we can.
Yes, I think we could do. I think Nick's going to have to be the Terence Hill.
All right.
Well, yeah.
He's got that slightly emaciated-looking face of his.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I mean, in a nice way. Don't get me wrong.
Go ahead there, Darren.
But fucking hell, I have never seen Klaus Kinski less intimidating than in this film.
Yeah, he gets a little bit rapey at the end, and that's about as
well,
you know.
But there's no threat in this film,
no,
right? Because like you know, when you expect Klaus Kinski, who is the only villain in the film, to ramp up to Kinski proportions, all of a sudden he has to do a bit of admin because he's a businessman, and he has to talk to a lawyer about something instead of cackling madly and kidnapping someone.
Sorry, Clive, you didn't mention there is one line in this film that's so good that I did have to write it down. So there's a whole side.
If we carry on like this, we're going to talk ourselves into saying, you know what, this film was
it's really not.
It's the original.
It's incredibly bad. But there's a scene where there's a side character. There's like there's the son of like the Mexican town like leader guy, and he comes and he has a kind of a relationship with there's a judge in this. There's all these characters that don't matter, but there's a judge in this, and he has a daughter. Anyway, he shows up at the house with the chicken under his arm, And the Mexican mate says, "Ay, qué bonita! What a beautiful cock!" And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
an actual line in the film. And everyone kind of looks at the camera as though, like, although it's made in Italian, it's clearly they had to have intended it. Um, yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
not even it's clear not even the filmmakers found that funny.
yes. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. But
just like a contractual
it's
obligation.
as good as the film gets, I think.
Yeah.
That was the high watermark for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other thing is that, as you were saying earlier, instead of it being about a martial artist going up against an invincible kind of, man gangster who owns the town, it becomes, there's this like side plot that kind of takes over, which is the Mexican dude from the village who's been sent away to be educated somewhere and comes back, and now he has to have this legal battle, and then
Mhm.
the lawyer gets killed, not very excitingly.
Yeah.
And there's just no action about it, is there? Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we've wasted more than
Shanghai,
enough
Joe.
breath on
Do,
this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can I have a break, please?
Yes.
Oh no, have you soiled yourself again?
Oh, I have. Yeah, it's down my legs, it's up my back.
Well,
Just
let us know.
don't fall over backwards into it more, Darren.
So, now then.
Mhm.
Now, prepare to see happy, clappy Darren in his element, because we are
Mhm.
talking about one of his most beloved. There we go. See, I told you. It's not quite how I envisioned it. That's a bit more Hare Krishna than I was thinking.
Yeah,
But,
me neither, really.
but we are in the land of the Shaw co-production. And don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, I'm excited about this as well. But I think Darren gets particularly excited about this little cluster of films. Don't do that,
Oh,
Darren.
I love a Shaw co-production. There's
Yeah.
just something special about every single one of them.
Well, so you mentioned, before we jump into Stranger and the Gunfighter, I thought it might be interesting to have a little chronology, right? So we're excluding the co-productions with other Asian countries like Japan or Thailand, for example. We're talking the Western co-production, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if I'm correct, it goes a little bit something like this. I think the first one, and I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm wondering if we might want to do a co-production special at one point with a
Oh,
bunch.
yes.
I would love to.
So it starts off, I think the first one they do is Sexy Girls of Denmark,
Okay. Yeah,
which
yeah.
I've not seen,
No, I haven't seen that.
followed by whatever Crash Chibota Buff Buff, Superman Against the Orient,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be doing a
It's
spin-off Three Supermen special.
that's happening. That has to
Yeah,
happen.
that's going to happen
But
quite
it's
soon.
going to be painful because we've got to watch the Italian ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so I think this comes out then, and this comes out the same year, of course, as Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires.
Yeah.
The same year as also Virgins of the Seven Seas,
Yeah.
which might do a good double with Sexy Girls of Denmark, maybe.
Mm.
And the other often forgotten Hammer co-production, Shutter.
Yes.
And also Amazons and Supermen, which is in that Superman series, but it's technically a co-production only. There's Hong Kong money in it. It's not like Three Supermen where they're in Hong Kong or anything like that.
No. Yeah.
And then we continue in the next year with, and I'd forgotten about this, the other Shaw co-production, Cleopatra Jones and the Casino of Gold.
Yes.
That's Shaw Brothers.
Yeah.
That's Shaw's, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one I'd forgotten about as well, 1976, Cannonball. Car Quick, the Paul Bartel film. It's the car chase film he made.
Is that a co-production?
Yeah.
Fuck me, I didn't know that.
And what's kind of ironic about it as well is when they come round to ripping it off with Cannonball Run, they're Golden Harvest co-productions. They stole that away from.
Yeah, because Jackie's in there, and
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember those. Yeah.
And then just to tie it, just because it's interesting to talk about, so that's the cluster, that's the main cluster, right? But then you jump ahead a few years, and there's 3 more co-productions which people often forget about. Quiz. Can you name all 3 early 80s Shaw co-productions? They're all science fiction films. That's the clue.
No, I'm lost. No.
The clock's going. Rachel Riley's down on her knees here while this clock's going.
No.
Meteor.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Inseminoid.
Fuck yes, Inseminoid.
How is that related to what?
It's a Shaw's co-production.
Yeah,
It
Run,
is.
Run, Shaw.
Yes.
And Blade Runner.
Is it?
Oh, that's really strange. But I didn't realize Shaw had anything to do with that. Did they also have something to do with The Million Eyes of Sumaru?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look that up, but it sounds that might be.
I think it was filmed on their sets.
Yes,
anyway.
yes. There were some things filmed in. I think at least 1 or 2 of the Christopher Lee Fu Manchu films at the same time as well.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
But I don't know if they put money into it. But probably they. Why not?
Yeah. But also we have to remember as well is that this is kind of, Stoner aside, you've got Golden Harvest is doing shit internationally at this point as well. Right. So you've got things like Man from Hong Kong.
Yes.
75. There's Shatter.
Well, Shatter we mentioned, that's a Shaw one.
Yeah. Sorry, Stoner. I meant Stoner.
Yeah. What's the one? Is that a Queen's Ransom?
Yes, I think so.
That's the one with George.
Which I've never seen. Yeah. But I've never seen that. That's still on my list.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah. I don't think it's very good.
There's one.
No, I don't remember it being very good.
There's one that I'm obsessed to see, and I hope we'll get there sometime in the next 10 years. Asia Paul, 1967. Shishido
that's
Joe.
That's just Shaw.
But it's Jimmy Wang Yu and Shishido Joe. It's directed by Akinori Matsuo.
That's interesting because
half the cast is Japanese.
Well, that's interesting because that's one of a cluster of films where I think it's essentially so I think there was a companion piece Japanese film made at the same time.
Okay.
So basically they made Asia Paul but without Wang Yu in it.
Oh, okay.
And I think there's a few of them around the same time. Yeah, just looking up Queen's Ransom, Golden Harvest, George Lazenby. Oh, Jimmy Wang Yu. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen this yet, Darren.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
and
got Wang Yu in it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. According to here we go. In this mostly forgotten Golden Harvest co-production, a team of international terrorists led by IRA bomber George Lazenby, including Jimmy Wang Yu and Bolo Young, plot to assassinate the Queen during her visit to Hong Kong.
Yeah,
that sounds incredible.
Angela Mao is in it.
Yeah.
Dean Sheck.
Yeah. It's
Dean Sheck has a proper role in it as well.
Yeah, and this is pre-comedy Sheck as well.
Unfortunately, never really that good or exciting. I quite enjoyed this mild action thriller as forgettable hokum with memorable casting for co-production fanatics. I was thinking of Darren when I wrote
that. Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, there's a disc out. They've brought it out on Blu-ray recently.
Is it?
Wow.
Fuck. I would.
No, they just brought it out like 6 months ago or something.
All right. Yeah. No, it sounds like I probably might enjoy it more now. Actually, I would imagine.
Yeah. But anyway, getting back to the magic that is the co-productions of the early 70s, there's just this mix of the West trying to get in on the Asian action,
Mhm.
the Asian action trying to spread its wings around the world, and it never works.
Not really, no.
It never, ever, ever works. But what it comes up with is usually glorious.
Mhm.
It's fun. It's fun to
Yeah.
yeah. I am always kind of somehow, no matter how many times I've seen, like Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires is a great example. We talked about it when we talked about it, but it's one of those films that it does not live up to its premise, yet I'm still tempted to give it another go. Maybe this time. Maybe this time.
I think the tester is if Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires is on telly,
you'll
And-
watch it.
you're definitely putting it on.
Yeah.
If it's in the middle of it, if it's at the end of it, it doesn't matter where it is in the film, you just got to
Exactly.
stick it on.
You're hoping, of course, you'll catch the hot man-on-man Chan Dracula action that is a
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and this is in the same mix.
Well,
It's not as good.
we clearly think a little bit differently about this. I don't find this anywhere near as fun as Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires.
It's no. It's not as fun. Although there are a vast amount of bums in this.
Yes, and some good quality.
There are good quality
Yellow
Italian
lady
bums in this.
bums for sure.
Well, I was watching it, and every time like someone flips someone over, I was thinking, God damn, we need a Rocco Siffredi remake, right? Where those scenes just go a little bit longer.
Yeah. If only Margaretti handed the torch to D'Amato earlier.
Hey, ho there, Darren. Who is this Margheriti fellow you're talking about? This was directed by none other than good old American Iowa-born Anthony M. Dawson.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So we are properly in the Italian hokum mix with Antonio Margaretti.
Yes. Quite funny. I suspect Lee Van Cleef must have gone on quite well with Margheriti because they did a few films together, right? Lee Van Cleef, and he's in a few Antonio Margheriti films.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I suppose Lee Van Cleef was big and Margheriti was a hack, so their paths would cross. But still, it seems like they might have got on pretty well.
He looks like he's having a lot of fun. I mean, he looks like he's having more fun than he was in some of the other films he's making around this time.
One of my mum's weirder crushes, Lee Van Cleef.
My wife also has quite a thing for Lee Van Cleef. She sat down and watched this with me, and then she realized about halfway through, she was like, I've seen this before. It wasn't even her first time watching.
I can get on board with Lee Van Cleef because he goes shirtless towards the end.
He does, and he's looking fine for a man with salt and pepper hair at this point.
I suppose there's something about him. There's something about it's not that I find it difficult to understand. It's just you very rarely. He doesn't come up as you don't think of him as a sex symbol, right, Lee Van Cleef?
No.
But clearly he's ringing some bells.
Quiet smolder of some kind. He's got those hawk eyes and that.
So was she enjoying watching Lee Van flip women over and give him a good scene?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the ladies in this. I mean, we've got Erica Blank, we've got Femi Benusi. I mean, these are ladies who are at the same time making, mostly giallos, right? They're
in Jolly,
yeah. So thanks for correcting my poor Italian.
Sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to correct you.
No. You're quite right.
Patty Shepard in a dual role as well. And of course Karen Yip. Although I don't think her posterior gets an airing, unfortunately.
No.
But I do think if you're going to choose two people to represent the two genres at this time, you'd be hard pressed to find two better people than Lee Van Cleef for your spaghetti western.
So this is the crux. So before we get to that, because I think that's worth mentioning, let's talk about what the story is and get it out of the way, right? So basically, there's a Chinese merchant, Ai Dunghua, living in the West. Someone blows up his bums. It's about bums. His safe gets blown up. Lee Van Cleef I was a bit confused. Lee Van Cleef doesn't blow up his safe, right? He's just
No, he puts the no, he does put the
he's a
bomb in.
safecracker. Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
he's
a safe
he's
cracker.
the yeah.
he puts the bomb in, and then yeah, the character's name is Wang. Who's the actor?
Ai Donghua.
Okay, yeah. So he runs in and runs directly face first into the explosion for some reason.
The reason I was a
So
bit confused because didn't seem to be any point where Lee Van Cleef was contrite for having murdered
he wasn't very contrite. No,
No.
he seemed to have the attitude of, well, I wasn't. He ran face first into the explosion. What could I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of gaslighting going on there, I think.
Yes.
But yeah, so Lee Van Cleef, he is a hypocrite and blows up the ship, and there's nothing in there apart from nudie pictures and a cookie, apparently. I don't think the
Yes.
cookie comes into play, does it? I don't think.
No, the cookie never.
No.
No, I don't know what the cookie's about.
No.
And yes, so he finds himself on death row because he accidentally kills this guy. And then, so law leads come over from China.
Well, we do cut to China. We cut to the Shaw.
Yeah. We get
yeah.
the Shaw brothers. There's a flashback, and then there's like the ending, right? And we'll get to that. But Loli, who does get the line, "I want to see us,"
Yes.
is looking for some story. He's on a reprieve from a death sentence himself, right? I can't remember exactly why, but a warlord.
Yeah, the warlord has accused
Wang Share, right?
The uncle, because he's Loli's character's uncle, right? And
yes, having
taken a bunch of money to invest in in the US, and he's died and the money's vanished. And so basically, yeah, he's like, if you don't go get the money back, we're going to kill your sister and the rest of your family.
Yeah, so he goes there, gets himself arrested, so he's in the jail cell with Lee Van Cleef. They escape. He manages to get Lee Van Cleef off, gets the noose when he's being hung. And then, I can't remember why, but they piece it together that basically there's a map and it's tattooed on women's asses, right? And that's how they're going to find the gold. Now,
and there's a lot of exposition in this as well, because there are a lot of cutscenes of Uncle Wang tattooing map fragments onto bums.
Yes.
There's a lot of that footage.
It doesn't really make an awful lot of sense, does it really? It's not the most sense. It's like, what was his plan? Like, one day he's going to invite them all round, have a good time, and see the whole
and
map.
Try and fit them together.
Step up to your right, love. Little down. Yeah.
We're gonna make a human kaleidoscope.
No, get your miv out the way. I want to see the other side.
It's worth mentioning though that Julian Ugarte shows up outrageously dressed in this long black leather trench coat and
the leather vicar
fuck-off hat as the deacon, who has a portable church on the back of his like horse-drawn carriage. It's a full building, right?
Now that is a spaghetti western villain.
Yes. Oh yeah. He's chewing the scenery like nobody's business.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out as well. So the tattooed asses thing, they used that again in that film. Speaking of Paul Bartel again, Lust in the Dust, right? That film with Divine and Tabango, which I've not seen, but that's it. And I'm wondering if you fellas could figure this out. There's at least one other film I've seen that copies the tattooed maps on asses joke. But I can't for the life of me think what it is. You've seen one as well, right? With that in it.
Definitely, yeah.
But what is it?
Don't know. I want to say it's a Hollywood film as well. I want to say it's not.
Might be. Yeah.
I want to say it's like a mainstream film.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so that's the setup, and yes, Lee gets to kung fu and silly sound effects when he jumps through the air. And Lee Van Cleef does his thing, and there's action. The action's not bad. There's action to be had. And apart from anything else, I think, because I think the film's a bit kind of boring in parts and goes on too long, and it doesn't really live up to the promise of. But there's something about, like you said, Nick. There's something about seeing Lee Van Cleef and Lawley together and properly sharing
Yes.
the screen, right?
Yes.
Loli is not the sidekick or the comic relief. They are equal weight, and they're quite a good team as well.
It's a good double act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just such a shame that the film doesn't raise its game, and because it's a good-looking film, it's got good production values and nothing wrong with it at all. But it's just what a shame it doesn't quite live up. And then in the final scene, they're like, shit, they're shooting a film at Shaw. Quick, get everyone. And everyone's in it. It's amazing. You look at the list of credits and how short that scene is, how many people are in it.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a load of talent in there as well. It's like Associa's in it.
Associa, well, here we go. Wang Xie, Chan Shen, Qing Miao, Lo Yung Lo, Wai Qing, Yan Chenping, Tino Wang, Associate, Wen Lao, Yan Shi Kuang, Wang Shutong, Li Chu, Wang Mei, Yan Shi, Yan Qing Yan, Yi Fan, Jan Sukai, Yang Pekchak, Tambo, Tai Lam, Cheng, and all those, those Hong Kong movie database, you have unidentified Shaw actor 22, and they have
all of them.
500 credits. Who's that? Yeah. They're all in it.
Mm.
And Lee Van Cleef was there.
Yes, was there.
In a pointy hat.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that end scene with him in the somewhat racist pointy hat.
Doesn't matter.
There's something, because there is something fucking racist about that.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
There's something off color.
And he's in a palanquin as well, being carried by like.
Brilliant. Honestly, just that scene, I was thinking, oh man, maybe I want to write fan fiction about Lee Van Cleef's holiday in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And all the hijinks he got up to.
Because that's the thing as well.
Around.
No, but that's the thing, because the whole setup at the end of the film is Lee Van Cleef's now going to go on his adventures in China with Lo Li, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, eventually he must end up in Japan because he does become a ninja, right? That's how he taught to Lee Van.
We needed a super racist sequel. The Very Good Adventures of Lee Van Cleef.
Well, that's the other thing. That's the other thing as well. And this is worse in the previous film. So this is worse in Return of Shanghai Joe. But the dubbing on Lo Li is extremely fucking racist.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's like
definitely not great.
Yes, no, it's like, or Confucius say, very good Chinaman. Yeah, it's like, no. But no, see, I remember watching this early on, in my kind of kung fu.
Well, here we go, Darabach. I'm wondering if you remember this. This was in Tony's video shop. Because that's how I saw it first time. I rented it. Okay. I'd have assumed that little Darren must have rented it from there years before me.
Yeah, no, I'd seen this years and years and years ago.
Yeah. Well, you must have seen it from Tony's, I think. Because it wouldn't have been on telly or anything.
No. But yeah, there's something innocent about it, which is again this thing about the co-productions. So all the Western racism aside, this is just an innocent story about some dudes.
Two dudes.
4 bums.
Yeah, about 2 dudes molesting women.
having a look at women's bums. And I don't know how that
what
became
could be wrong
wholesome.
with that?
But the thing is that in the universe of the film, there is nothing wrong with it.
No. Everyone's very fine with it.
Yeah, but you're on a rocky road there. That's like, in the universe of the film, there's nothing wrong with the Jew rat or some kind of propaganda film or something like that.
No, but there's...
Can't dig in that hole, Darren, go on.
No, I'm gonna try. Well, I'll try and claw myself out of it
in a silly sound effects way.
Yeah. But I think that racism aside, and racism and sexism is definitely present in this film. But
sexual harassment aside,
sexual harassment, lots of sexual harassment. But somehow, it's made with such innocence, despite the fact that Antonio Margheriti did it, that it's not in any way toxic. It's just.
So this is the thing, though.
Lee Van Cleef's a bit of an idiot.
We've crossed an epoch, right? So the thing is, you're right in a way. Like, even though this didn't play on television as far as I know when I was a kid, it could have played afternoon ITV in 1993. Not anymore.
No. No, I mean, you know, it's a relic. It's a relic of its time, right? However,
we are relics of our time.
Well, we are.
Yeah.
However, what I'm saying is that despite the fact that there's the half of the film is Lee Van Cleef and Lowly flipping women on their backs to look at their asses.
No, I know what you're saying. That must
and Lowly talks like Fu Manchu. Right? It's somehow adorable. So it's somehow quaint and kind of cuddly and comfortable.
Yes, for dinosaurs like us. Yes.
Okay, no, that's fair.
No,
that's fair. Welcome comments on that.
Even watching it with my wife. I mean, she actually said her biggest thing was she found like more even than Lowly's dub job, which is problematic for sure. But she found some of the plinky plonky, like the choices made with the music to be a little like that's a little bit on the nose with your kind of. But she definitely didn't come away from it feeling like, wow, what a racist film. And if anything, there is a certain enjoyment I always get from watching
a bit of racism.
white racist assholes get their asses handed to them by non-white people. Like,
but in terms of that though, Shanghai Joe is more satisfying.
That's full on.
Yeah.
But I would say for me, because what was weird for me is I obviously saw this first when I was working through every spaghetti western I could find. So I saw it predominantly through the lens of a spaghetti western fan. And I remember liking it then, but it was weird for me to come back to it now, having a reasonable amount of early Shaw under my belt, to see it as also a Shaw Brothers film, and to see that like they're not the indoor sets, but to see the outdoor location, but not filmed with Shaw cameras, filmed with
they don't have that
cameras.
Blind spot. They don't have that blind spot blurry bit on the effect.
Well, until they're on the Shaw backlot or on the bridge, which is when it's obviously fucking Shaw Brothers.
There's no question. Crew. But it's
it's not their camera. It's not their
camera though. Yeah, it's still the Italian camera, and that's what. And so the scene where they're crossing the bridge and Lowly's on the horse, I thought this is so weird and cool.
Yeah,
because it really is a mashup.
Yeah, because if it was Shaw, it would be going.
The shy lens.
Blurry bit. They didn't change that lens for years, did they?
It's just
they could have just given it a wipe, couldn't they?
7 years.
Just wiped it.
But so for me that was really fun to just oh wow, I know this place, but I don't know
so Nick,
with these cameras.
Let me boil down in essence what you're basically saying. You're saying to wipe away, to get rid of that all that racism, and let's forget about that. Let's concentrate on the fact that finally white men showed them how to use a camera properly.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was getting at. Yeah.
Right. That's very problematic, Nick.
That's not what I
might not want to view that in public. I'm just saying. It's like you were not recording this and putting it on the internet.
Thank God.
But on that point, or not quite on that point, obviously, I think that if you're looking at this not in the context of kung fu films and not in the context of westerns, then if you look at it from a co-production strata, if you look at it, not that I want to rank these things,
Mhm.
but I think that this is one of the co-productions that works the best. This is one of the more cohesive
Mhm.
co-productions because there's not a lot of fat to cut away. There's not a lot of weird Italian comedy, and there's not a lot of. Do you know
Right.
what I mean? It's like this is straight up and down. Yes, there's a little bit too much bum stuff
Mhm.
because it
Oh no,
convolutes
more
the
bum
whole
stuff,
thing.
please. But
Well, I'm all for bum stuff, but
I think
Um,
the thing as well
could have
that
got rid of one
differentiates
bum
it,
probably.
that different, even though in a way now it's more problematic in some ways. What differentiates it from Shanghai Joe, for example, is Shanghai Joe is red meat for adult grindhouse audiences. This almost feels like closer to a family film. Not quite, maybe, but it's certainly not. It's supposed to be broad audience. It's not. It's not aimed at grindhouses. This one.
No, no.
yeah.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah.
Also wanted to mention, so it's kind of interesting. One of the so it's Hong Kong, Italian, Spanish, American. The American production house was this production house called Harbor, and they also made or were involved in making The Mac and Phantom of the Paradise,
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
cool.
which I thought was
Yeah,
kind of interesting.
yeah.
And of course, we should mention that, of course, apart from the Hong Kong stuff, it's shot in Almeria as usual, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Also, Phantom of the Paradise, probably Brian De Palma's best film. We leave
Yes,
that
Yes.
to another.
it might be.
Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
You won't have controversy here because I'm not a De Palma fanboy, but
No, I'm not.
I know some people
No,
who
I'm not. I'm
up in
not.
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? What are the band called? Is it the Beach Bums?
Yeah.
Cabaret,
Something
man.
like that. Yeah.
That's what life's all about.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as satire, it fucking works. Anyway,
Mhm.
carry on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to a De Palma friend of mine actually, and he was like, "Poof, what? Get the fuck out of you." Have you ever seen Hi Mom, which is the sequel to
Oh,
Greetings with
no, but
Robert De Niro?
I've had a few people recommend it to me.
Yes, it's really good, early De Palma.
Okay.
There's a sequence in it where Robert De Niro's character goes to like this event called Be Black Baby, and it's like supposed to be like the African American experience and it's really intense. It's really good. Like in the middle of this film, it's worth seeking out just for that sequence.
Hmm.
It's kind of interesting seeing De Palma do something like that as well, like that isn't engineered to within an inch of its life, right? It's no, Hi Mom is worth a look.
Okay, cool.
Right. So
Anyway, back to Blood Money.
we've talked Kung Fu Brothers. We've talked Shanghai Joes.
Hmm.
Yeah, also, sorry, before we stop
Yeah.
on the as we are Ychyfus,
Yeah.
Lau Ka Wing choreographer.
Oh, on Stranger and the Gunfighter, is that right?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that. I'll write that down.
Yeah. So that's useful. It's not very evident, but
No. But
the action is good.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The action is, as far as co-productions go, the action is pretty good, and also Lau Ka Wing, fairly early gig for him.
Do you know who the bum choreographer was?
That would have been
Uncle Wang, I
Freddy.
think. Yeah.
A
Uncle
teenage
Wang.
Rocco Freddy would have done the
Yes.
bum choreography.
Ben Dover.
That's
the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Fine British gentleman.
Yeah. Or Benjamin E. Hill.
Ah, yes.
Ah, I see what you do. I see that.
That was so hilarious.
Do you think that's what Benny Hill's name is?
Benjamin E. Hill.
Yeah.
Could well be.
Benjamin Edward Hill or something like that.
Yeah. Edgar, surely. Edgar.
Yeah, he looks like an Edgar.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
any closing thoughts?
No, it's funny that it was like it. I mean, like other than a couple of others. Like there aren't that many of these, right? Like as a like
Hmm.
this East meets West. It seems like they all come out in this little cluster. There's one or two to either side of them, and then other than
I mean, if we're
Shanghai
going to extend
Noon,
it, there's that Japanese one from the early 90s, right? East meets West.
who's in that?
Naoto Takenaka's in that one. It's the only
Okay.
person I remember. I've not seen it.
Okay.
Um, there's that. There's that. No, it's slightly different because that's more like a borderless thing. But there's that Thai Western Tigers of the Black Tiger, is it called, or something like that? But again, that's more of a like a
Right.
borderless,
Yeah.
like those borderless Japanese films with like someone with a guitar going around and.
Mhm.
But no, you're quite right. You'd think someone, especially in the 70s, you'd think more people would have seized upon it, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, you'd think it'd be a big zeitgeist that
yeah,
everyone's climbing on.
even if it was just, you know, some cheap producers, Italian or Spanish producers, grabbing the nearest Asian-looking man and putting him in a Western,
Yep.
do you know what I mean? And get him to
Yeah.
do a bit of.
Well, because also because the other influence we haven't spoken about on these particular films is the TV show Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Ah,
Yeah, right.
yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah, of
course.
course.
So when did that come out? So it was after Bruce
72
Lee
or something,
died.
isn't it?
No, I think it was. Oh no, yeah, he was. Bruce was still alive, wasn't he? So 72,
Yeah.
73, maybe. Yeah.
And also, a film I've never actually seen, surprisingly, but wasn't the kind of precursor to that was that film, The Silent Flute, wasn't it? With David Curran. That's like the pre-Kung Fu.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if there's a
No, that was.
Western
I thought that was
thing.
made afterwards.
No, that was before, I think.
Okay.
I might
No,
be
I thought
wrong
it was
about that, actually.
after. I thought it was. I thought it was like
You might be
10
right
years
about
after.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think
But
it
no,
might have
you're
been
quite
written
actually.
at that time.
Now
Yeah.
you mentioned Kung Fu, that seems like quite a daft thing that we didn't mention it front and center. Actually,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
you're quite
Yeah.
I
right.
only just thought of it. So
Silent Flute is after.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize Key Luke was in that. I didn't know. I haven't seen much of the Kung Fu.
I haven't seen much. I think we're slightly the wrong demographic. I remember Kung Fu.
We were kind of born too late
Yeah,
for
but
Kung
it
Fu,
was
Yeah.
maybe.
on.
Yeah,
It was on in repeats, wasn't it? When
it
we
was
were
on.
kids?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I never really took to it.
No, and I think I think because when we were kind of young children, the whole Chinese man, Western man made up like a Chinese man saying grasshopper to his student
Right.
was such a trope in comedy.
Right.
I think
Yes.
that we probably would have disregarded it
Yes.
for that reason.
Plus, as well, it would have been we would have grown up with the ninja explosion. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Well, and
Kung
monkey
Fu,
as well.
yeah, Kung Fu,
Monkey's
yes,
going to
Kung
be
Fu seemed a bit quaint
yeah.
and a bit like I would imagine when it was brand new, it was probably quite exciting for Americans to see that on television, right?
Well, yeah. Well, and also it's probably the first bit of kung fu on telly, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite
If you
early
just
to be fair to it. I mean, even internationally, it's quite early to have, they wouldn't have
But
had Kung Fu on
outside
telly
of
in Hong Kong in 72.
Green Hornet, I suppose, which did have Bruce, right?
Green
yeah,
Hornet,
but that would have been a vignette within a superhero kind of
yeah.
Right.
thing rather than a show about kung fu.
Kung Fu, right.
Before we're done, one bit of homework I've got, not necessarily for you, for anyone who wants to write in, because I was just thinking about when we were talking about it's surprising there weren't more examples of this, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
I am aware, though, there are like, hundreds of spaghetti westerns which I've not seen. And I wouldn't be surprised if you knew your spaghetti westerns really, really well. Not necessarily an entire vehicle like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a handful of them out there where suddenly they did do just that, grab the nearest Chinese man.
That is true. I can think of
it will
few
be like
where,
a
yes,
Kung Fu Fighter 2 in the middle of an otherwise totally.
yes. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it'll be interesting if anyone knows of them, let us know the titles. It'd be quite interesting to kind of have a look at them.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, go and have a look at the cast list as well, just
Yeah,
to see
you never know.
who's where. You know, maybe because Lam Ching Ying was kicking about America in the early 70s, wasn't he?
Where he's in that Al Adamson film, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
What the fuck's I'm blanking on the title.
So am I.
Anyway, we're
Yeah.
out of here, as they say.
Yep.